Welcome to our channel. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Warning: the following contains images of graphic violence and not suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. On the night of June 11, 2009, Joanne Witt was murdered by her teenage daughter Tylar and Tylar's boyfriend Stephen Boston Colverr, one or both of whom stabbed Witt 20 times on the upper half of her body. Witt was murdered because she had objected to their relationship, as Tylar was only 14, while Colverr was 19. When Witt missed 2 days of work without calling, her supervisor called both law enforcement and Witt's parents. Sheriff's deputies met the parents at Witt's home in El Dorado Hills, California, where they discovered the body. Tylar and Colverr were arrested in San Bruno, California, several days later. 2 years after the murder, Tylar pled guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison. Colverr was tried and convicted of first-degree murder and was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. On August 26, 2022, Tylar Witt was granted parole. Background: 47-year-old single mother Joanne Witt lived with her daughter Tylar Marie in El Dorado Hills, California, an upscale suburb of Sacramento, and worked as an engineer for El Dorado County. Though Joanne's parents would later insist she had been a devoted mother, Joanne and her daughter had a contentious relationship. When Tylar was 5 years old, Joanne lost custody for 6 months after hitting her. As Tylar grew older, relations continued to grow more strained and occasionally combative. In December 2008, during her first year of high school, 14-year-old Tylar began spending time at a local coffee shop, where she met 19-year-old Stephen Paul Colverr, who went by the nickname Boston. The two became close friends and, according to Tylar, began dating on February 23, 2009. Weeks later, they became sexually active. When Colverr began looking for a place of his own, Tylar suggested he rent the extra bedroom in her mother's house. Joanne was unsure at first, given Colverr's being male and 5 years older than Tylar. Tylar assured her mother that Colverr was gay and their relationship was more like that of a brother and sister. Against the advice of her family, Joanne allowed Colverr to move into the room. While living there, Colverr and Tylar began using marijuana, MDMA, and cocaine. 1 month after Colverr moved in, Joanne returned home and entered Colverr's room to find her daughter crouched inside the closet, naked, and covering herself with a pillow. Joanne realized she had interrupted the two having sex and ordered Colverr out of her house. She called her friend Vinnie Catapano to assist in ejecting Colverr. Catapano moved Colverr's belongings to the sidewalk and warned him against further contact with the Witt family, threatening an East Coast-style reprisal should he disobey. Joanne considered filing charges against Colverr for statutory rape, but agreed not to when Tylar promised to end the relationship. Some time later, Joanne discovered Tylar and Colverr had continued their relationship without her knowledge, seeing each other while she was at work or asleep. According to Tylar's grandfather, Norb Witt, Colverr secretly entered the Witt home approximately 20 times to see her. At the same time, Joanne found Tylar's journal, containing intimate details of the couple's sexual encounters. Joanne contacted law enforcement to file statutory rape charges and turned over the journal as evidence. When questioned by detectives, Colverr reaffirmed the fraternal nature of the relationship, denying any sexual activity. After meeting with law enforcement, Joanne took Tylar to dinner at Joni's Cafe and Grill in Shingle Springs and informed her that she had proceeded with filing charges against Colverr. According to their server, Tylar showed no reaction to the news, even when Joanne said, "You know, he's in real trouble." Some time later, Joanne discovered Tylar and Colverr had continued their relationship without her knowledge, seeing each other while she was at work or asleep. According to Tylar's grandfather, Norb Witt, Colverr secretly entered the Witt home approximately 20 times to see her. At the same time, Joanne found Tylar's journal, containing intimate details of the couple's sexual encounters. Joanne contacted law enforcement to file statutory rape charges and turned over the journal as evidence. When questioned by detectives, Colverr reaffirmed the fraternal nature of the relationship, denying any sexual activity. After meeting with law enforcement, Joanne took Tylar to dinner at Joni's Cafe and Grill in Shingle Springs and informed her that she had proceeded with filing charges against Colverr. According to their server, Tylar showed no reaction to the news, even when Joanne said, "You know, he's in real trouble."
Back in court, an El Dorado Hills teen accused of conspiring with her boyfriend to murder her mother appearing before a judge today. KCRA3's Mike DeSalle live in Placerville with what happened.
Walt, this hearing was all of 3 minutes long, but new information did emerge. However, much of that information, while potentially compelling, is also, for now, confidential. Now, first things first, at 11:19 this morning, Tylar Witt and Stephen Colverr again appeared in court together, but they said nothing. They didn't look at each other. Remember, prosecutors say that this alleged boyfriend-girlfriend pair conspired to murder Witt's mother in El Dorado Hills last summer. Today, a judge ruled that the preliminary hearing against these two will move forward on Thursday. At the same time, prosecutors revealed that they received new dependency records concerning Tylar Witt's juvenile past in Contra Costa County. Those records could include past behavior by Witt or her mother's behavior towards Witt, although prosecutors made it clear they will not reveal exactly what those records say about Tylar Witt or her mother's behavior or their relationship.
Dependency records is not criminal in nature in and of itself, is what I'm saying. So it's not a criminal type thing. It's a totally different jurisdiction. That's what I'm referring to.
But it could.
The content of it, I'm not going to discuss. By law, I cannot discuss any content of a dependency, anything in those files.
Now, remember, it already came out in court that Tylar Witt claims that she was abused by her mother. I am told that these new records, they could be revealed at trial, but they likely will not be revealed during this week's preliminary hearing. Those records for now also being kept secret from Stephen Colverr and his attorney. Live in Placerville, Mike DeSalle, KCRA3 reports.
All right, Michael, thank you.
Witt not only described her own mom's murder in intricate detail, but she also revealed a demon lives inside her. KCRA3's Mike DeSalle witnessed it all.
Tylar Witt took the stand at exactly 8:46 this morning, and within minutes, courtroom observers, the same age as the 16-year-old, were struck by her demeanor.
I think she's very unemotional. You know, I don't see a lot of emotion in what she says.
At one point, with Stephen Colverr looking straight at her, Witt admitted that she has a demon named Toby living inside her body and talking to her.
Yeah, it was surreal.
On the stand, Witt also admitted what prosecutors have long alleged. She and Stephen Colverr planned and Colverr carried out the murder of her own mother after Joanne Witt discovered Colverr was having sex with a 14-year-old Tylar. Witt said, quote, "We had to make sure my mother didn't tell police by killing her." He said he would get a knife. Witt also revealed for the first time she and Colverr made a Romeo and Juliet style suicide pact before ever discussing murder.
I don't think she lied at all.
I think that this did happen the way that prosecutors said it did, that Stephen Colverr actually did the killing.
Yes.
Asked on the stand why anyone should believe her now after years of lying, Witt said that in jail she read the Bible and that God, quote, put a big fat sign in front of her to start telling the truth. Moments later, for the first time in this trial, Tylar Witt wiped away a tear. In Placerville, Mike DeSalle, KCRA3 reports.
Now, in addition to that demon Witt said that she has living inside her body, she also told jurors today that there is an angel inside her as well. She acknowledged that she talks to her demons to this day and that she still loves Stephen Colverr.